Tonight's show is brought to you by Ventura Training and Athletics. Restore, train, maintain. Specializing in the restoration of the muscular system to help you move and feel better. Combating TBI, PTSD, and pain through specialized strength training. Again, get your body right, get your mind right, defeat the demons.
This is the Veteran Trash Talk Hour, hosted by Nick, Dave, Joe, and our unpaid intern buddy. Today's special guest is Justin, an actor who knows not to even pretend to be an airborne ranger.
Training and Athletics and Cardinal Financial. Also go check out 10th Mountain Whiskey, type in that VTT code and get yourself a discount. Our special guest today is Justin, who is a comedian, so go check out Combat Veteran. He's got a lot of funny videos floating around, and we're looking forward to hearing from him. And of course, I'm here with Nick, Joe, and Buddy. Let's get the show started. Over to you, Joe.
What's going on, Trash Talk Nation? I don't have a Detroit Sports Minute because they play tomorrow, but I can tell you I can tell you the Michigan Sports Minute is not going well right now.
Nobody watches soccer.
If Dave talks about soccer again, I'm going to strike his throat.
Kickball? It's talking about kickball?
Yeah, he's talking about the kickies. Yeah.
Something third world countries are really good at. I don't know.
Yeah, it's because you can just give them like two road cones.
Listen, okay, I'll do my whole thing about soccer. All right, give me the mic. Yes,
you already have
popular.
it. You didn't mute your mic.
Shut up, buddy. Yeah, soccer is the most popular sport, and I'm going to steal a little bit of material here, but I don't care. It's because it costs a ball. Okay, that's what it is. You don't even have to buy a scoreboard sometimes because nobody scores. Hey, how much time's left? Shh, it's a secret. Like, what the am I watching? People getting carried off on stretchers to get red cards, and then all of a sudden they jog back out. Like in real football, if you get carried out on a stretcher, bro, it's probably the season or maybe your career. It's very silly to me. And like Daniel Tosh said, football is meant to be played by giants sprinting for 4 seconds to rip your head off, not 5'6" fairies lightly jogging for 4 hours. And that's all I got to say about that. Buddy,
can we talk about the fact that in soccer the game ends whenever? And
like it's a secret.
Yeah, he brought that up, buddy. You weren't listening.
He doesn't listen to shit.
At the end of the game, it ends. You can end it in a tie. Like, what the fuck did you prove? You just ran around for 90 minutes, proved absolutely nothing. I mean, nothing.
If you think about it, though, nobody's ever put a bomb inside of a football, though. Like, in a soccer ball, they put bombs inside of those. Like, that makes soccer so much more explosive.
I mean, I'll watch it.
They should. They should put a bomb
We're friends, Justin. We're friends.
That way, that would make it interesting. And then when they take dives, it would be for a reason because they got shrapnel in their legs. Combat soccer would be cool.
I think they should just release a gorilla randomly on the field for 5 seconds.
Or just an American linebacker.
You just throw a
linebacker. No, just
maybe Khalil Mack. Just put Khalil Mack on the field for 2 minutes. Good luck, guys. Oh, by the way, he's faster than you, and he's 260 pounds.
Send Myles Garrett out there helmetless with one helmet.
Hey, buddy, it's your turn.
I know it's my turn, but I'm waiting for freaking Joe to stop running off at the face. Joe, by the way, your beard,
that's
where's your hat, buddy?
Feel good. It's like you freshly dyed it this week.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, you dyed your beard.
There's
dyed it again.
There's no product in this but American muscle and testosterone, buddy. I'm sorry you can't grow one.
What? Well, not right now.
There's gray all over it if you'd open your freaking
eyes. Mine's also ginger red because I don't have a soul. Anyway.
That's it. That's what I thought.
Honesty cap. So I went to early vote this last week. And it became abundantly clear that there should be some type of test pre-voting. Like I'm standing in line. The line was literally 300 meters long. It's like in the rain, whatever, not a huge deal. This woman comes up behind me and goes, "Is this the line for voting?" No, it's not. It's the fucking sign at the front says fucking vote here, and there's no break in this entire conglomeration of douchebags from there to where we are right now. What else would it be the line for? Yes,
ma'am, we're in line waiting for our COVID. We're waiting for our COVID vaccinations.
We're actually here to cough on each other. That's the whole plan, is just to fuck everything up. Then she goes, it is for the election, right? For president. And I was like, what the fuck other election is going? No, it's just for the union. We're there's a new union in town. We're voting on who's going to be the leader of our union. Also, a gang. It's gang initiation at the end. Are you fucking retarded? Why are you here? Why do you have the ability to say who our leader is? I wanted to hit her in the head with a tack hammer, but sadly, I continued to mumble to myself and trudge forward in the line until I voted. Just saying. That's the real thing.
Buddy. Cheers to that. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
I gotta go for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Solid.
Anyway, I got things going on.
Bye. So yeah, there's a first sergeant word to caveat off of what Buddy said. It would behoove you. That's the commander's word, right? It would behoove you, right, to maybe just, even if we did an open book test before you voted, like we're gonna give you a book that has 7 answers in it. Like it says, like, hey, what article describes the power of the executive, which you're about to go vote for in the Constitution, and it'll tell you, right? And then like you just have to read the book and put it in there, but then that'd probably be racist or something like that.
It would be discrimination. Every single question would be
voter
discrimination.
suppression because somebody from Nicaragua can't fucking read it. So yeah,
there it is. Voter. Hey Nick.
Anyways,
Hey Nick. Little side note. Michigan got called for the first. I've never heard it in the game before. They got called for the first discerning signals offsides on the defense because the linebacker was barking. I've never heard that penalty.
That's awesome. Yeah, he probably. I guarantee you he got warned like 6 or 7 times.
Hey, this kid from Honolulu is killing it, Nick.
Fucking barking. Yes.
Nick, that Roman Wilson from Honolulu.
Yeah.
He's killing it for Michigan. True freshman. He's tearing it up right now, I'm telling you.
Joe, the only buddy who cares about Michigan is you. Okay? Nobody else does. All right? So just record the fucking game and give me the highlights, all right? Nobody cares. They're going to lose to Michigan State. It's that simple, all right? Anyways, let's bring on the person that more people care about than Michigan, all right? And that's Justin. So I actually kind of got turned on to the combat veteran this year. Like I said, I troll on Facebook, so I really don't watch anything else. I just find something really cool to make everybody angry, and then I do it. So I actually, when we started this page, then some people started sharing the combat veteran stuff on our page, and I'm like, this is pretty funny. And then of course he's famous for the when an NCO goes to the board, and I laugh because I just got done with my first sergeant time in Hawaii, and when we sit at the board, and literally it's like the guy can't tie his own shoes, but like he's motivated and like, well, yeah, fuck it, make him a sergeant. You know, like, so it's like, it's literally what happens. It's like that guy's dumb as shit, but you know what? Why not? All right, like let's give him a shot. We can always take it away real quick. But anyways, Justin was 101st guy. I'll let him explain that. And then he decided to do bigger and better things. Again, we're excited to have him on the show. We hope that he promotes us because he's more popular than us right now, but we'll probably pass him up in about 6 or 7 months, especially if he gives us a plug. And that way he could say, hey, I was on BTT instead of, hey, we had Justin on our show. But hey, Justin, welcome to the show. Tell us about yourself.
Thanks, man. So I'm from Buffalo, New York originally. I joined the Army in 2003. I would have joined after 9/11. I would have joined 2001, but I was still a freshman, a junior in high school. And then, I joined the Army 2003. I served 2003 to 2012. I was with the Rakasans at the 101st from 2003 until 2007. Then I went to jail, and then then after the jail, the jail incident, then I went to Fort Drum, re-enlisted for 2 years in the Army. Then I extended for a year to get promoted to staff sergeant, and then I extended for another year to get deployed with the unit, because at that time they gotten rid of stop loss, and Obama implemented that whole if your unit's about to deploy and they need people, you can go with your unit and you get an extra $500 a month on top of your hazard duty pay once you hit your ETS date. So I did that, and then I was like, do I want to re-up? I was at the 8-year mark. Technically 8 years. It was really 9, but they don't count the 8 months that I was in jail for whatever reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, weird.
I know, fucking dumb. But then
You had a good recruiter. No, I'm just kidding.
you're at that. Yeah, yeah, I did. My recruiter was awesome. He didn't fucking lie to me at all. He was like, he broke it down to me. He was like, listen, he gave me the pamphlet, 212 jobs in the military. I'm like going through. I'm like circling the ones that sound the coolest. I'm like, what's mortuary affairs? And he's like, dude, you're gonna be poking dead bodies with sticks. You don't want to do that. And then, well, what's this thing? You're gonna work on. You know what? He was infantry. He was like, so yeah, there's 212 jobs, but there's really only 2 jobs in the military. There's infantry and support. You want to be the balls or the jockstrap? And I was like, well, sign me up for the balls, sir.
Yeah.
He was like, you might die. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Went, then did all that shit. So fucking good shit. Where was I? I forgot where I was.
No, you were getting out of the Army at 8 years.
Yeah. So a lot of people are at that mark. And if once you reach the 10-year mark, you might as well do 10 more years. Right. So a lot of my buddies told me I should be an actor because I was funny, I guess. I think. I don't know. My mom said I was funny too, but I can't believe her. And so I was like, I think I'm going to get out and pursue acting. So I got out. One of my buddies who I talked into joining the military, Dave Turco, he's still in. He was stationed in Savannah at Stewart at the time. And he was hounding me. So me talking him into joining the military, we both grew up poor in Buffalo. Like he lived on the east side. I was on the west side. We went to the same poor ass school. It changed our lives for the better because there was nothing in Buffalo for anyone really. So I guess he felt indebted to me, and he kept hounding me. Like when I got out, he was like, "What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do?" I was like, "I think I'm gonna pursue acting." He was like, "Why don't you go to school?" I was like, "I don't want to go to school with a bunch of kids that are 10 years younger than me that have zero life experience. How's that gonna fucking pan out?" And then weeks passed, he called me up. He's like, I need your social security number. I was like, what do you need that for? Here, whatever, take it. And then another week passed. He's like, hey dude, you have a start date. You need to pack your bags. You're moving with me. You don't have to pay rent if you don't want to. Fucking, you're going to school, Savannah College of Art and Design. I got you in for theater. I was like, what the fuck? So he was like, yeah, you're an idiot, dude. Use your GI Bill. You get paid to go to school. And I was like, all right, fine. So moved in with him. And then met a girl there. She was from Mission Viejo. Brought me out to LA pretty much. I moved out here for a girl. Well, technically for my career because we're not together anymore. So fuck.
No, everything we do is for that magic thing. Everything.
Yeah, the
everything.
DJ.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Joe and I talked about that earlier today. It's like women can say whatever they want to us because they have it.
As long as it tastes.
Justin, do you want to know what Nick's marriage advice is?
Don't get married.
You're always wrong, and just say you're sorry. I was wrong, even if you don't know why. You're always wrong.
Great advice.
Yeah, I got yelled at last night for being normal, and
Nick, listen.
Then I bought her flowers this morning. I'm like, why did I buy her flowers? She was yelling at me yesterday. It's like, well,
so somehow that theory, my wife loves it. She just said it's good advice in the background. Did you hear her?
Yeah,
that's all I ever give, Joe.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, it's true.
I won you an extra 400 last week because you didn't know what a hedge was on a bet. But anyways,
where were you guys 3 years ago?
There he is.
That would have helped. That would have helped 3 years ago.
Buddy, you were in your 7th midlife crisis, not knowing what you wanted to do with your life. 3 years ago, you didn't know if you were going to be a helicopter pilot. You didn't know if you were getting out of the Army. You didn't know if you were going to go SF. You just realized that you were in E7 for 16 years and figured you'd do something cooler. All right,
first of all,
we're really proud of you. We are. Slow clap. No, anyways, hey, we're cutting off our guest here.
Let's get back to our guest.
Let's get back to our guest, Justin. Sorry, Justin, we got sidetracked talking shit.
That's great.
That's kind of what we do.
All right.
So you moved out to LA for the V. Got it.
Yeah. So I switched schools from SCAD to USC, and then graduated in 2017 with a BA in theater. Been grinding ever since. And just doing the damn thing, it's good times.
Yeah. So did you do the cliche thing? Were you a waiter?
No, I haven't been a waiter yet.
Okay.
My backup plan for when I'm not making enough money to pay the rent with acting is I'm going to suck dick for Coke and then sell the Coke for rent money. And a lot of you might think why not just suck dick for the money, but you're going to get more Coke. You can cut it with baby powder or any white substance.
I just watched American
Gangster. I think that's crack
so
after.
Do it.
I think that's a good choice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Drug dealing is a good way to go. I mean, I mean, Snoop almost didn't rap because he was making too much money dealing drugs. You know, like, sorry, you know, and it's that cold hard cash. Anyways, you know, a little bit. We'll have a couple new people watching this. We always do. And again, we started VTT to put a dent in the soldier suicide. And one of the reasons the reason that Joe and I always wanted to do a sports talk show, but it's like, you know, I'm behavioral health. I'm in physical therapy. I got blown up, all yada, 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 10 cards, played, you know, whatever. Mm-hmm. When the Rona hit, they stopped all of physical therapy. They stopped all of the behavioral health appointments. And it's like suicide has jumped up 30% this year, right? In the Army. Not the DOD's probably even higher. I don't know. Okay. But again, people are hurt, you know, they need help. And they shut everything down for, like, who cares if I get the virus, if I'm going to blow my head off because I can't get out of bed and I'm pissed off, right? So it's like what you do and what I've noticed, I've read some of the comments on your pages, on your page, the Combat Veteran page on Facebook, under the videos, because I was trying to look to troll something on it, but I haven't found anything yet. But like, you know, there's a lot of people saying, you know, you just probably saved some lives with that video. And not only are you a good actor, but you found a way to incorporate something easy, right? Your military experience. Yeah. And you're saying the things that everybody kind of wanted to say, but didn't have, they just don't have the courage, or like they're afraid to get on a camera or whatever. So you're doing a great thing, I think, for veterans who just, they get to laugh. And everybody knows when you laugh, you release a chemical in your body, right? Yeah. And it makes you freaking happy. So tell us a little bit about that decision to go that route. As far as, obviously it was easy to use the military because you were there, but was that ever a part of your plan, was to help with that as well? Or is that kind of just an awesome coincidence?
I think that's an awesome coincidence. Like a couple years back, I was tagged to do that 22 push-ups a day thing. I struggled with it for a little bit, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to do this, but I ended up doing it anyway. But what I did is, like, I added, like, all right, whoever I nominate that day, you need to donate $20 to one of these 3 foundations that I found that whose mission is to help end veteran suicide, and then do your push-ups every day. And then each person that's getting nominated, donate $20 to one of the 3, or find your own on Google. There's plenty of them out there. Because the push-up thing doesn't, like, it's not doing anything. You're not.
We agree 100% with what you're saying.
22 is a lot of push-ups, guys. That's a lot in a row.
Nobody wants to do 22 push-ups.
But
22 whole push-ups is a lot.
Yeah, we say it a lot on our show, Justin.
Like Nick said it best on Facebook when they
always say it best.
They kept plugging us for push-ups, and he said, you know what? We started a company to combat soldier suicide. Put some skin in the game. 22 push-ups isn't anything. And I tell people the very simple twist to that is find a veteran that you think might be on the edge and donate 22 minutes a day to them. Because I'll tell you what, I do that in spades, my friend. And at least an hour a day, I'm talking to somebody who needs to talk to somebody because of what Nick and I started. And I mean, I don't mean just Nick and I, but the idea we had was to create a community. And this thing's a living, breathing thing now, and I couldn't be more proud of it. And I mean, that's what it's what about. You do. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You contribute like a comic relief to somebody's military career, because people can relate to that, and it's hilarious. You can't watch it without laughing.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, like, and I've personally been in that headspace before, where like you're hopeless and you're really contemplating suicide. I've been sitting in the tub with a fucking razor to my wrist before, you know, like, and recently, like, I've had some of my other buddies from the Rockasans, like, we went through a really rough deployment, my second deployment, 2005, 2006 in Samara. They're struggling right now, you know. Fucking one of my buddies posted something on Facebook, and all of us like saw it, and I called him. I was sitting on the phone with him, just and letting him know, like, hey man, like, there's nothing I could say to you right now, because sometimes it's the person that needs to intervene is yourself, and it sucks. And I let him know, I was like, hey man, fucking, I'll sit here in silence with you until the fucking, you know, we have cops coming to your house right now to do a welfare check on you. But there's nothing, like, because I understand the headspace, there's nothing I could fucking really do or say other than sit on the phone in silence with you. It's
Change
just
has to start within.
If they're willing, if they reached out to you, no matter what it is, you're willing to do it. But no, that's it. That's exactly. I mean, we've had that happen on our page. We've done that, and I think it's of note to say to anybody watching that I just find it almost eerie to sit here and listen to Justin talk about a story of being in Samara, knowing that we came right after him. All three of us, me, Nick, and Dave, were there right after they left.
Yeah, too bad Buddy left. Too bad Buddy left because he's the only one of the group that was in the same union as us, but didn't go to Samara. He went to Spiker and hid in a Connex. While
Wait, are you talking about the time that Charlie Company spent the entire deployment going to all the places where the people were coming to Samara? You talking about that one?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Where we were heading them off at the pass so that you guys could sit around and fire AT-4s at yourself.
You didn't do a very good job.
You didn't do a very good job,
buddy.
Hey, buddy, you didn't stop.
Out of that Connex. It'll be
you
good.
didn't stop. You didn't stop a whole lot of traffic, my friend. You didn't stop a whole lot of traffic.
Hey,
Hey, shut your dog up, buddy.
Shut that fucking baby up.
Yeah.
Buddy, keep the gloves up, man. That was a rough
when
one.
you were in Samara? Because there weren't when they were.
Oh,
yeah. We don't remember. But hey, Justin, we did chew a lot of the same dirt as you. Like I said, the only person who didn't was Buddy because he was pretty much Pogue land over there. At what point in time, if you don't mind me asking, Justin, did your PTSD and stuff like that turn into a positive thing, or has it ever?
I guess I found like a fucking when I moved out to LA, I was searching for a counselor at the VA. I went to West LA VA and I was supposed to meet with somebody, and I was sitting there waiting in the fucking waiting room. Literally, there's 3 people on the other side of the fucking table, and the phone starts ringing. And on like the 8th ring, I fucking flipped the table. I was like, answer the fucking phone. There's probably a vet that's gonna fucking commit suicide. And you guys are sitting here fucking, whatever the fuck you're doing. I left. Like the counselor I was supposed to meet called me, hey, you're late. I was like, fuck you, you're late. Hung up the phone, sped off. Called one of my other buddies and let him know about it. And he's like, hey, you need to go to the Culver City Vet Center and talk and ask for Bill Pearson. Don't talk to anybody else but Bill Pearson. I was like, all right, whatever. I meet this guy, Bill. He's a Vietnam vet who's has combat experience. So like, it was very easy to talk with him. And I'd been with him for like 3 years, and then he dropped the ball on me. When was it? January of not last year, but the year before, 2018. He's like, hey man, I'm retiring. I was only doing this job to like help my mom out, and she unfortunately passed. And I was like, fuck, dude. So I went through another like stage of depression trying to find a new fucking counselor. I have one now. I kind of don't like her, but she's all right. She's not Bill, that's for fucking sure. But I guess like doing the comedy and doing like improv and shit like that is where I've found like, just like exploring those feelings and just like finding ways to laugh about it, especially with the dark humor that comes with your military experience has been like kind of a positive with it, because especially doing comedy with other people and shit like that, who also have those experiences, it helps to like help vent that shit out. But counseling, definitely, if you need it, go to counseling, because I definitely need counseling. That's why I go twice a month.
I tell you, I love it when somebody comes on that like our audience or their audience knows and just tells them exactly how it is, man. I mean, to me, that's ballsy just to come on and throw it out there. I mean, I see a shrink.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've had guys up. I mean, Troxel said that he saw somebody for PTSD. I mean,
well, he had to go in and tell the Secretary of Defense that he had PTSD. He had to tell and needs to go see somebody.
Yeah. I think anybody that watches our show, it should erase that stigma of like, I'm too tough to get help. That is a fool's errand there. to
Yeah,
play
and,
that like
that's
no
really-
pain, no gain shit when you're lost mentally. Like you need to see somebody, and a lot of people are like too proud, and it's like, man, you need to let that shit go because whatever's going on ain't working. And
Yeah.
to have people on that are actually, because I mean, people look at you and they see the comedy and they think this guy's got it all together, and they have no clue
Oh fuck.
what goes on. Right?
Yeah, look at him. He
But I'm
obviously
saying
is fucked up.
That's people's perspective, is they think, okay, this guy's making funny videos, he must have it all figured out, and it's cool to come on and tell them like, hey, no, we're all dealing with that shit.
And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of
You
what
know,
that's. Go ahead, Justin.
Yeah, I could see and understand that whole pride aspect. And you're right, you do have to let it go. But if you can't, you need to come up with a different method. So me and my buddies from the Rock Stars at Samara deployment, we have a pact, like, don't fucking kill yourself. We've already lost a couple, and we don't want to do that again. We have a text fucking thread of 17 of us, and the pact is like, if you find yourself going down that rabbit hole, because nobody wants to call that 1-800 number, because you usually get somebody that doesn't have the experience, and
Oh, he lives in India.
And you're gonna wait several minutes.
yeah, or they're reading off a script and stuff. You don't really feel care for it. So like, we have like kind of like in the military, we have an alert roster. The deal is, if you find yourself in that fucking headspace, start calling the people in that thing, right? And I want to make this like, I had this idea to make this an app, because if you're sometimes your friends are busy, they don't know, like what's happening. But if you get a call from this specific app, it's a different ringtone. You know what the fucking that ringtone means, so
Right.
you're gonna be more prompt to fucking pick it up. So right now I have 17 people to call, and the last resort of the deal is like, then call that 1-800 number if nobody's, because understand that people are busy, they have their own lives and shit like that. Sometimes they won't pick up. But 17 people, like, so far it's worked. It's, at least by 3 somebody's picked up the phone.
Yeah, that's awesome, Justin. Like we tell people when they come on the show, it's like you save lives, because when just one person watches it and listens to what you're saying, it helps. And maybe we'll steal that app idea and we'll make a lot of money off it. We'll give you 10%. We'll call it the VTT app. So when the VTT app goes off, you better answer it, because that's one of our brothers and sisters that are hurting.
No.
It's, man. I see a shrink, and I don't know if you know this, but we're 3 of us are also actors, Justin. We're pretty big time. We can't really talk about it.
We've already been in a movie, Justin. We just can't talk about it.
Yeah, we
can't talk about it.
We've signed privacy.
Sign it. We didn't invite Buddy because we don't pay him. He's an unpaid intern, and that's what he gets. So
Plus, Buddy can be incorrigible, so we just didn't trust it.
I don't understand what you just said.
We just didn't trust him in the.
Yeah, that's too big of a word for an Alabama boy.
Language, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Nick, say that again. Say that again. Last sentence.
He's from Alabama. He doesn't understand those big words. You gotta break it down a little bit. All right. Only word he knows is SEC. Doesn't even realize that it's not a word. All right. It's an acronym. Okay.
I also know Roll Tide.
Yeah.
It also occurred to me today, Nicholas, that you were named after our Lord and Savior, Nicholas Saban. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Yeah, that's exactly who I was. Well, I'll spin off into my Book of Earl, and then we'll go back to Justin, because he's obviously, like I said, for now, more famous than us. But the Book of Earl is pretty simple. It always is. It's for the idiots like Buddy to just listen to and pay attention, and it usually makes sense. I keep hammering down the fact that, I don't care if you're fat. I don't care if you do stupid shit. It's America, right? I don't care if you eat McDonald's. Go eat it. It's awesome. Like, I eat McDonald's, but I also work out all the time. I don't judge you for being fat, but coronavirus is going to judge you. All right. It's going to judge the shit out of you if you're fat and have diabetes. All right. And again, insulin prices get driven up because you fucking want to eat McDonald's, while there's some type 1 diabetes baby whose parents have to pay $1,000 for insulin. All right. Because your ass wants to be fat. All right. But I'm not judging you. All right. That's just you being you. All right. And if I'm talking to you, then, go fucking work out. What I kind of thought about was, if you're sitting around feeling sorry for yourself, like, I don't know, you have gout or something, right? Like, something just fucking stupid, right? And you don't want to take care of yourself, don't fucking bring other people down. Don't do it. All right. Don't ask for the government to help you. Don't no, it's your fucking fault. Now they call it arthritis. Okay. And it's funny that everybody getting out of the military at the age of 26, like Justin after 18, after 8 years of 18, how does the fuck does he have arthritis? Right. He's 26 years old. Right. Well, again, what I've learned with all my injuries is that when you lose cartilage, it's the same thing as arthritis. All right. When you start to wear and tear things, they can't treat it. Okay. They can shoot fucking PRP in you. They can put that fake cartilage in your body, all that kind of stuff. But the main thing to fix all of the pain that I have, one is fucking muscle activation. So Justin, go up to Ventura Training and Athletics. Go see Jeff Wright. He'll treat you for free. And they work for like $400 fucking an hour.
Free.
And he's going to work on you for free because you're a veteran, and it's 1,000 times better than a chiropractor. 1,000 times, because they work your muscles, not your bone. All right. The main thing is with that is if you do have a bad knee, motherfucker, start walking if you're fat. Okay, start walking. Okay. All right. Then start doing some plyometrics. Start doing some bands. Start getting all the joints and all that stuff strong again. That's the only thing that's going to help you. Don't sit around the house all day on your fat, lazy ass and then blame other people and other things for it. All right. Yeah, you got PTSD. Yeah, you got TBI. Yeah, you fucking crush your vertebrae on a jump. That's real airborne, Justin, not the 101st. But you could sit there and bitch about it, or like Dave says better than I do, even though I coined the phrase, the demon's within. All right. Dave starts it better. Get that demon out. All right. So that we can crush it. Get that change from the beginning. Stop being lazy. Stop sitting around on your ass. All right. I'm going to turn it back over to Justin here because like in his bio, he's like, yeah, went to college. He's fucking hustling, man. But he ain't perfect. I ain't perfect. Nobody's perfect. Well, I'm close. But like it's.
I was about to say, did you just say that? You just said
close.
Not perfect.
I was only wrong once. I was only wrong once in my life, and I was mistaken about that. So I was actually wrong about thinking I was wrong, and I was actually right. So the only time I was wrong is because I thought I was wrong. It's fucking bullshit. But anyways, yeah, Justin,
Nick,
talk about the hustle. What, Joe?
I got to touch on that, man.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I just people.
What do you got to touch on, Joe?
What are you going to touch on me? You have the right name, Joe Biden. What do you want to touch?
What are you trying to touch?
Nick, no, not that ever. For any reason, don't. That's out of bounds. And so listen. No, what he's saying is good medicine, and a lot of people need to hear it. Like, the help is out there if you reach out and actually be proactive about helping yourself. And that's all he's talking about. If you want to be proud and be part of the veteran community, then be worthy of the help that's there for you and actually go into it with an open mind and try and get some help. I mean, shit, if we're sitting here, every last one of us Purple Heart veterans, I don't know, Justin, I can't speak for you, buddy. I know you were in a Connex, but
no, it wasn't the Connex. It was the fact that
the salsa night. You got hit by shrapnel at salsa night.
Yeah, you got salsa night at the coffee bean.
They shot me?
At the coffee bean. But
you're right. Yeah, you're right, buddy. Yeah, you shot them before you shot. You saw a pig fucking miss in your ACOG, buddy.
We were still in high school. So
hey, but if we're all sitting here literally claiming ourselves to be a dumpster fire, like, hey, look, we're all a little bit freaking nuts because we started a company during COVID. Like, why is anybody too tough? Like, get out there, get your ass up, and get the help that you need, and be worthy of it. That's all Nick's saying. But Justin, I'll turn it over to you.
I did forget a thing for Justin. I wanted to ask him because I kind of want to give you some material for your acting. Now, okay. in the song we make fun of you. Okay, so you haven't heard it yet. So when we play it, it's like even Justin knows that as a great actor that he should never pretend to be an airborne ranger, right? So it's like because we're better than you and we know it. And so, but the thing that I want to do is
I wanted to touch on that because listen, this is something that's I'm very passionate about. Okay, like the reason why we don't do any like ranger sketches is because rangers are elite, right? What rangers do. Rangers are responsible for protecting the ecosystem and the wildlife that's inside of it. right? They might be, they might be working only out of the visitor center or whatever, but they remind people the standards are, and they save lives by telling people not to feed the bears.
Yeah. Hey, I got something for you though. I got a way you can do it, and it's a real story. All right, it's no bullshit. All right, so I was at RI in the swamp phase of Ranger School, and down in Florida. Now, what happens in the swamps usually tends to stay in the swamps. We don't tell a lot of stories about it because it gets pretty wild. I mean, hey, you gotta stay warm, okay? It gets cold.
Yeah, more like a lot of RIs disappearing and going.
Right,
to
we do disappear, and then we're like, hey, you guys got your grid? Yeah, we'll see you there in 6 hours, and then we go drink at the Gator. But that's not true. Maybe it is, but like I said, what happens down in the swamps stays in the swamps. We got a guy, right? This kind of goes with my Book of Earl about not being a big friggin' pansy, all right? Stop being a trigger pansy. We had an RI. I'm not going to say his name. Call him Dirty T, all right? That way, at least we'll know we're talking about him. Well, the motherfucker stepped on a landmine, right? And the poor bastard never got knocked out, and he felt all of it, okay? He lost like 70% of his right calf, lost about 60% of his left quad, about 10 feet of intestines, right? And somehow they fucking pieced his ass back together to where he kept everything, right? And like I said, he tells the story about the pain that he felt. And it was like, God damn. It's like, how could you not be in shock? Like please go into shock. Like something, it's like anything. And anyways, so the Ranger students start feeling sorry for themselves, right? So what we do is we get them all and stand them up, and start yelling at them, making fun of them, calling them names, making them feel about fucking this big, but they're not really listening to you because all they want to do is eat or sleep. However, we would bring Dirty T. Dirty T was our freaking ace in the hole, right? And it's like, hey, Rangers, you fucking tired? Hey, Rangers, you hurt right now? Like, you fucking, is it bad? All right, we're like, T, drop your pants, man. And T would, like, right in the middle of the fucking swamp, just drop his fucking pants. Right? And he's got no fucking quad. He's got
this
no
patrol
calf.
just got super fucking weird. I'm just gonna say it.
So now the Ranger students are like, what the fuck? And it's like, this guy's got a 45-pound ruck on too. He's only got, put together, he's got one fucking leg. All right? Like, that's it. All right? So get your shit up and get the fuck out of here. All right? And pick it up and go. And then we bring up the monkeys in space. Monkeys in space. All right. What was the first thing to fly in space, buddy? A fucking monkey.
A Russian dog, dickhead.
A monkey. All right.
Actually, it was a Russian dog.
We don't care about Russia. We don't care about Russia, you communist.
We're not talking about Sputnik, buddy.
We're not talking about Sputnik.
We don't care about history. You're from Alabama. You're not supposed to know it. It was a Russian
We're talking about American history. But anyways,
fucking morons.
Do you think the monkey knew the nomenclature of that rocket ship?
No.
No. You would know what the nomenclature of a compass is?
Forgot.
No, none of us fucking know. But when we pull it out and we open it, the bitch points north. Okay? This arrow points fucking north. And the monkey knew that if it pressed a button in that fucking ship, right, he'd get food. Right? It fucking knew that. All right? Didn't know the nomenclature of the fucking ship, but he pressed the damn button. So we headed fucking east for like 3 hours, and we finally stopped the platoon. It's like, which one of you fucking monkeys didn't pull out your goddamn compass and realize we're heading the wrong fucking way? Right? So
hey, one more thing, Nick. Yeah. It was a female monkey. It was a girl monkey. The first
you just
one.
Look it up?
Idiot.
He's Googling right now.
It was definitely a girl monkey.
Exactly what he's doing. So yeah, Justin, back to you with that one. The material and, again, just that struggle, that hustle. Like, talk about that hustle a little bit when you got out, if you don't mind.
Yeah, like, so I got out in 2012, moved back to Buffalo. I was working like 4 jobs until my buddy made me move in with him in Savannah. And then I was working 1 full-time job and going to school full-time. That sucked so much. Then moved back to Buffalo for the summer, working 4 jobs again, then moved back to Savannah. At that time, I'd gotten a rating, so I was like, oh, I could breathe a little bit. I don't have to work full-time anymore. I can focus on school finally. So that was nice. But, yeah, just like moving to LA and then going to school at USC. I've always been the guy that's like, I'm not going to take no for an answer. You know what I mean? So like, I wanted to get into improv, and they have different improv teams on different campuses or whatever. Who the fuck's calling me right now?
Probably somebody not as important as me. No,
Yeah, definitely not.
They're definitely not as good looking.
no,
So I
not Dave.
would audition for these improv troops, but the way they structured their improv troops was like they would only take on people that were like freshmen. So me being a transfer student, they're like, hey, you're funny, but we're not going to take you on because we want the longevity of like this person being in this troupe so that they can take over eventually. And I'm like,
Have you ever done stand-up, Justin?
I did stand up in Buffalo once. I got booed off stage. And then
That takes some balls. That takes some balls, man.
Yeah.
I was just curious. How did that feel? How did that go?
I got pulled aside after I got booed off stage by one of the guys that was like running the thing, and he was like, "Hey, man, it takes balls to go up there. You're funny. You have some funny stories, but when you take a stage for stand up, you need to learn you're not talking to your friends, right? So when you're talking to your friends, you have their attention because you've earned their respect already. Now you just have to get to the punchline quicker because you're talking to a whole bunch of people that don't know you, right?" And I was like, all right, and never tried it since then. But like the improv thing, I fell in love with that. And because I didn't get on a troupe at USC, I started my own troupe. And then I started from that, grew the sketches on YouTube, the Pretty Not Bad sketches. I don't know if you guys probably haven't even seen those yet.
Say it again. The
Pretty Not Bad Entertainment. If you look up
Pretty Not Bad Entertainment. We got to say it like 6 times because people are stupid on our show. So like
Pretty Not Bad. One word.
Yeah, Pretty Not Bad
Entertainment.
Hey, Justin.
Pretty good entertainment. All right, got it. We're going to look it up.
All right.
Justin, the other dude that you do a lot of sketches with.
Let him finish his fucking story. Then ask the question, Joe.
We were all talking.
No, he was on to something.
He's talking, Joe.
Yeah, no, but like
I
so
saw
those sketches, like they're all funny. They're not military. I think there's one that's military related. I struggled with doing any military related content because I don't want to I really didn't want to be known for that, right? Like any successful actor who's a veteran, they're seen as an actor first, and then like, oh, you find out that they're a veteran, and they're like, that's pretty badass. It wasn't until I ran into Drew and like me and him met and we started doing stuff together. I was like, all right, well, it's kind of gonna suck because I want to be known for like my acting training and being like a serious actor because I do enjoy the drama. I do write a lot of dramatic material. Drew and I actually just got done with another dramatic short film called Spread that right now it's in post-production. It's getting sound done and we got a music composer and stuff like that. We're going to put that into film festivals just like we did Arisha last year. Arisha's on Amazon Prime now. It won a bunch of awards, best horror. I got nominated best actor. So that's good.
Nice.
So
solid.
That was pretty
solid.
nice.
But it was the writer,
Justin,
right?
this movie Spread. What streaming
about butter.
platform is
It's
Spread
about
going to be on?
Butter.
I've got a membership to one that it sounds like it might be on. I just wanted to see where I need to look.
Not the type of movies you watch, buddy. Not the type of movies you watch.
Buddy, you're not gonna find Justin at 3 a.m. on Cinemax. Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's funny actually. Spread's actually. I had this idea a while back before COVID hit, and I told Drew about it. He was like, "Yeah, this is probably the next short we need to do." It's about a pandemic. A virus breaks out, and we have to start wearing masks and stuff. And then COVID happened. We were like halfway done with the script, and then Drew was like, "Yeah, let's finish this and get this fucking done." So we did that. But within the story, we slowly find out through hygiene hypothesis that homeless people, because they eat out of trash cans, they're the key to the cure, and we need their blood. But when we turn to them for help, they've gone into hiding, and they're just waiting for natural selection to take its course and all of us to die. So it's kind of like it touches on a lot of important factors. And we got the right actors for it. We did casting for it. Dude, like it
Should have got us. We're pretty famous.
Cry. Like it's really well done, well written, well put together, well constructed. And we're looking forward to winning a bunch of awards, hopefully, with it when we put it into film festivals.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell everybody I know you once it happens.
Yeah, totally.
So if you don't win, we're going to be pissed because then we just wasted an hour. all right, of our lives.
I
We
know.
brought you on here just so we can say, dude, we know that guy. Like,
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It's like, hey, Justin, you know Nick Swartzen, right?
Yeah.
The comedian. Okay, you ever heard his sketch about where he meets Aaron Rodgers?
No.
Oh my God, that's the greatest. But he talks
it's
about
not the greatest.
Aaron Rodgers.
It's not the greatest.
It's one of the best. It's one of his best. But he's a Vikings fan, and basically Aaron Rodgers comes to one of his shows. It comes to one of his shows, and his buddy's like, "Hey, this guy wants to meet you. He's a big fan of your comedy. You're never gonna believe who it is." And he's like, "Who?" He's like, "It's the quarterback from the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers." And he goes, "No, I don't want to meet him." And he goes, "Wait, what?" And he goes, "Yeah, just tell him I left." And he was like, "It's a charity event. I can't fucking lie to him." Like, he's like, "What's your problem?" He's like, "I'm a Vikings fan, and he's probably pretty cool, and I know I'm pretty cool. So we're gonna become friends, and then I'm not gonna hate the Packers anymore, and then my life is fucking over."
Yeah.
But I mean, as it turns out, they ended up becoming good friends. It's actually pretty hilarious because he said Aaron Rodgers was coming into town. He goes, "Do you want tickets to the game?" He goes, "Yeah, that's literally the only reason I'm friends with you."
Hey, Justin, on the real though, you need to go up to Ventura and go see Ventura Training and Athletics. I'm telling you right now, the Army said that I needed a knee replacement, but they wouldn't do it because you have to be like 60, right? Because they only last about 25 years, and the next time they do it, they have to cut your freaking bone, right? And so they don't want to do it. I called my buddy Jeff because he was a paratrooper, got out of the Army, and now he's a muscle activation guy. And I was like, "Dude, can you help me?" And he's like, "Probably. Let's just stop by." So my wife's from Southern California, so we go out there and to visit her family, and I go see Jeff, good buddy of mine. He was able to move my kneecap over just with muscle work about 2 centimeters, and now I'm running again. So I went from the Army doctors, which God bless them, they have what they have, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like they're like, "Hey, knee replacement, you're out of the Army." I go see a guy holistically who was a paratrooper, knows what bad knees are, knows what, like, all this kind of stuff, and he's like, "No, I'll get you running again." And no shit, like, he saved my career. Like, he's phenomenal. And like I said, he'll work on you for free. I mean,
well, not only that, but he can actually tune up some of the best athletes in the world. I mean, tell him about
Bryson DeChambeau. Yeah. So
yeah,
like, and then they turned UCLA.
They worked on him. He won the U.S. Open.
Yeah, exactly. They're phenomenal. But yeah, go see him. It'd be awesome. He'd probably like to see anyways, and I just show you what he can do.
Nice.
Well, where did Buddy go? But anyways, Justin, what's the most favorite thing that you've done with military and acting? Is it the board, or what was your most favorite?
The board was really fun. Yeah. Honestly, I think my most favorite one, not a lot of people have seen because the YouTube algorithm kicked in. There's one called when your battle buddy loses something or can't find something, I think it's called, with Drew. And we I don't know how to like explain this without giving it away.
Share it on our page. We'll throw it up there.
Okay. All right.
Get it going again.
It's definitely military humor. You guys will find it funny. It's good stuff.
Yeah. For the people that are watching, Justin, we'll give you the last word, the last little plug before Dave closes us out. But tell us again where we can find all your stuff and all that good plug-in stuff that we can do for you.
Sweet, yeah. So I'm on Instagram as Juston RG. My name's spelled Juston, not I-N, because my dad was drunk and couldn't draw a straight line. Thanks, Dad. Fucked it all up. So Juston RG on Instagram. I have an actors page on Facebook, just Juston Graber, Graber. It's not Grabber. People keep mispronouncing. There'd be 2 B's. If it was Grabber, there'd be 2 B's. And it sucked in basic because everyone called me Private Grabber, which is terrible. Trump would have loved me.
Trump would have loved you.
What else? I think that's it. Yeah. IMDB. I guess, yeah, if you guys, everyone go visit the IMDB page because everything's out in numbers these days, which is fucking stupid. And if you could shoot my ranking up, maybe I'll get a better agent. And,
what, do we have to like you on it?
No, I think you can actually like it, but I don't know. Just
because I don't like you on it. I can find it and do it.
I think just viewing the page and staying on it longer and reading like boost your score.
So
Justin, maybe we should put your people with our people in Hollywood and see what we can do. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to outrank Jake Gyllenhaal so I could be like, ha.
That's it. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You can't put all of us in the same fucking room or it's a disaster. It's
maybe deliver one throat strike to him.
Yeah.
Like if you ever got in the same room, just strike him in the throat one time for all the veterans.
You're a great actor, but I just want to do. I have to
just give him one.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit.
That's how it is in real life, bitch. So.
Truth, facts.
Yeah. Oh fuck! But hey, yeah. So I'm gonna before I go to bed every night now, I'm gonna put on your IMDb thing and I'm gonna leave it on. Plug my phone into charge, and that way you're gonna get 6 solid hours of somebody viewing your profile. We'll do that for you.
We got you covered.
Thanks. That's great. Yeah.
Now you're a veteran, man. You're a hero. You're doing great things for the veteran community. And like I said, I scrolled all those comments, and people fucking love what you're doing. And we're on the same team with that. Every time a veteran kills himself, they don't realize that they might think they're ending their pain, but we all feel that pain. So it doesn't matter if you're Air Force, Navy, Marines, even the fucking Coast Guard, right? I mean,
yes,
those guys are actually pretty cool. Like especially guys that jump on boats and shit. But yeah, you might be thinking you're going to end the pain, but you're not ending the pain. You're just making it worse for all of us. All right. So don't be fucking selfish and kill yourself. Don't be a fucking idiot. So, hey, Justin, appreciate you having on the show. And Joe, what do you got?
Hey,
Justin, I'll tell you, just coming from where we came from and knowing that we both, are trying to figure this shit out. All I can tell you on the bad days, bro, you are a talent. You're exceptional. You're a different breed. You're funny as shit. Keep being funny, because every time you do that, bro, people watch that shit and they absolutely fucking love it. What is that you're doing, Nick?
Don't forget to cup the balls.
Nothing like adding some pressure, Joe. Hey, just so you know, Justin, every time you say something funny,
Joe, I have bad wrists. It's an exercise.
Kill themselves.
I was gonna say it looked like your shake weight.
Yeah,
Jesus, Joe.
I can't afford a shake weight, Joe. I mean, otherwise.
Is it? Hey, is it because I'm from Michigan that Buddy is so amazed by things that I say all the time? Like he doesn't understand it. It's tough, man. It's like a different level of English, whatever they speak.
Not a
like,
huge
Jesus,
deal.
Joe's like, buddy, that was just pure English. That's all.
When I was a platoon sergeant, I used to smoke privates with a shake weight. It was awesome.
Is that when you were? Is that when you were a platoon sergeant for 17 years?
Yeah,
I was only platoon sergeant for a year and a half before.
You have the most platoon sergeant time.
That sounds like some Bravo company shit right there.
Yeah,
that sounds like some Bravo company stuff.
I remember when I stopped going to combat when I was in E6. Whoa, fucking hard. I'm so hard. Not a huge deal, Joe. I just found a way to keep getting into the game.
I'm gonna send you a triggered shirt. I'm gonna send you a trigger. I'm gonna send you a
bakers down there at the academy and everything.
We got you triggered.
Trigger shirt for free. I'm gonna send you a trigger shirt.
You're triggered. You're triggered as shit right now, buddy.
You are. Oh yes, you are.
Admit it. All right,
I'm super triggered. Ears.
Yeah.
Can anybody wearing a mullet wig be triggered? I don't.
You're
think
from
that's
Alabama. Everybody doesn't even know. Nobody knows it's a wig.
You know, when you put that on, I thought your feelings couldn't be hurt, but I seem to be living in between your ears rent free, and I don't know why. I'm just curious.
You're living in between my ears.
You couldn't read everything I say. Like it's so amazing. I mean.
All right, hey, we're going down that rabbit hole again. We got to get we got to get Dave to close us out so Justin can go make real money while we drink beer and watch football.
Hey, Justin, really appreciate you coming on. Specifically, obviously, your comedy is awesome, all the stuff that you do, but specifically sharing some, the struggles you faced when getting out, the demons that you faced. Like Nick and Joe both said earlier, a lot of people tuning in, you probably saved somebody's life because it is okay to go seek help, okay? And we have to fix that stigma, and that's what our page is all about. So seek help. It's okay. And I really appreciate you sharing that. Specifically when you mentioned being in the bathtub, with a razor blade and stuff, that's just to put that out there like that takes guts and balls, but it also just shows that change starts within and you did it, So great fucking job. Appreciate you coming on. Hey, everybody that's tuned in, check out shopveterantrashtalk.com. Get your hands on some of these awesome tees, specifically the Triggered Pansy shirt, all right, that Nick's wearing. It's one of my favorite ones.
And if you're listening, there is a big release coming.
Big release
within
coming.
the next 72 hours. There is a big release coming. So get ready.
And go check out veterantrashtalk.com as well, our website. Check us out on Spotify, YouTube, and all our other platforms. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next Saturday.